Hello. It's Wednesday. We've got a lot to do. And I know I could just jump into Stanley Cup and Iserman and anger, but I have one thing I want to just do before we get into that. Yes, we're going to do that. Yes, we actually together, me, Rico, and Evan, all together witnessed the dumbest trade article ever written by ESPN. Something so egregious, ESPN should, well, for a multitude of reasons, ESPN should go out of business. We'll get to that. Maybe a little Tigers later. But I want to start just real quick with something. And no, it's not what are you seeing right now because it's raining. I want to start with something different because I have lived here my entire adult life. I left New York at 17, and I have stayed here. This is home. And I cannot figure something out. And there's no smarm. There's no hyperbole. I need your help. I do. Because I just, today I had like a breaking point. I was very close to being Michael Douglas and falling down.
Oh, boy.
Because I just, what is it about our state that we are under constant construction, but nothing ever gets effing fixed? And now, mind you, because everyone here is soft. No, I'm not making fun of the people that bust their ass to do the work. They have bosses. Mm-hmm. They're not the ones who pick the materials. They're doing their job, including today in the rain. I'm talking on a grander scale. Why are we the only state I have ever driven in the United States of effing America? We have worse roads than some third world countries I have visited. And it never gets fixed. Yet, construction barrel mania everywhere. My entire commute here today, everywhere. Barrel. Nothing gets fixed. 6 months later, we'll be back out there doing it again. How many times do we patch roads? And then the same guy with the same shovel, with the same scoop of dirt, is doing it again in 6 months. Somebody who's a lifelong Detroiter, somebody tied in with politics, somebody who's got some juice. Help me understand how this state essentially is like Ghana from a road standpoint. And I don't even know if Ghana has roads. What the hell is the problem? Because everything's under construction, nothing actually happens. Help me.
I'm with you.
You and your fake high school. Help me.
It was a real high school. Don't attack my high school because you're angry.
Rico, but it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't, Mike. Here's where I get angry. Okay, do you know how many times I've had to dodge the lodge or 75 is going to get redone?
Oh, there's a sinkhole in the road. Get to the right for my cruise.
And it's like, okay, if you're going to shut down like an entire freeway, I should never see construction again in my lifetime.
Yeah, the problem is while the freeway is shut down, every mile road is currently torn to smithereens. I am asking for someone who has lived, I have lived here now since, in Detroit proper, in Metro Detroit, since the winter of 2003. I just need some effing help in understanding the problem. What kind of scam are we running here?
Well, I was going to say it's two reasons, and you kind of hit on one. It seems like, looks like a scam because the roads go out to get it fixed to the lowest bidder, which basically says I can do it the cheapest with the cheapest material, and I can try to get it done, but it's not going to be great material, but you're going to save the state some money. So you don't really get it done right. You just kind of get it patched up, no pun intended. It's patchwork because you're not going for the best person to fix the road. The other thing is because we sit on a big pile, Detroit sits on a big pile of salt. That's what we use to clean up the roads, and that breaks down the roads. So it's a vicious circle is what it is because the salt's not good for the roads. We know that, but we still keep building the roads. Salt tears them up. And if you own that business, it's recession proof because you don't have to leave this state. You're going to be rich.
Look,
you probably sat next to one of their kids in college, and their college is paid for by you.
Okay. I just would like to hear from the people. And yeah, how come we're not talking about the wing? We'll get to the wings. Where are they going besides the basement? Yeah, real uplifting stuff by Luke today, who's dressed like a little leaguer. Guy comes in here and is like, oh yeah, and the Red Wings have the 6th worst odds for the Stanley Cup. Thanks, Luke. Maybe just don't come in here the rest of the day. That might be your move. We'll get to it. Because, again, it's depressing. You watch the Panthers go back-to-back, third straight Stanley Cup final. They don't even play the same sport. Mm-hmm. I mean, and again, guys, it's not even just the highways out here. I'm talking about all these side streets, roads. I mean, barrels everywhere. What does the work accomplish? The roads blow. They never get fixed. They get worked on. They don't get fixed. I mean, the state of Michigan is like the equivalent of somebody who runs marathons but is still 400 pounds. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So if someone could help me, I'd appreciate it. Because I got to be honest, I was very close to just Michael Douglas golf course and shooting a golf cart today. I was just like, what is this?
I got you.
And it was probably the heat, the humidity, the rain, and just single lane everywhere I went today. If there was an app that could have guided me to the worst traffic pattern, it would be exactly my day today. Single lane everywhere. Traffic everywhere. Commute 3 times as long. Construction everywhere. What got fixed? Nothing.
I'm with you.
Help me.
State bird is an orange cone.
Do we have a state bird?
We do.
We do?
Yeah.
I'm learning something.
It's actually a robin. Yeah.
A robin?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Useless. Okay. I mean, David.
So robins taking strays. Lutheran High School West took a stray.
The bald eagle is revered. Hell, people have stronger thoughts about vultures. A robin? Who cares?
It's a sign of spring.
Yeah, it's also a bitch-ass bird. You think we'd have something tougher in this state? What about a hawk? Come on, give me something.
Okay, and I know you didn't ask
robin?
Dude, robins are some terrorists.
Really?
Yeah. Robins will jack bird nests and kick all the baby birds that are in that nest out.
I'd like to retract my slander. That's tremendous.
Robins ain't to be messed with in the bird world.
Go recruit a few to play defensive end for state. You do that for me?
Now you're loving the Robins.
Yeah, let's go get some of those. They might be in our NIL budget. David, am I out of order here? I just have to ask. We'll get to all the sports, but I'm pissed. Not happy.
No, you're not out of order because there was a project, and it's still going on I-75, a 10-year project. That's what happened. I think it started 5-6 years ago. And I always knew by the time they finish it, the whole project from whatever all the way to Detroit, then they'll have to start all over again because the roads they started with will be bad again. That's what we do in this state. They always say the seasons are winter, spring, and construction.
Yeah, but I'm asking guys, we need to get to the root cause.
I don't know
whether it's Rico saying it's the bidding. This doesn't happen in other states.
No, it's the bidding and the salt. We use a ton of salt because it's free because the city's built on a salt mine.
Oh God. Okay. All right. I'll here's what I'm going to do. I will take a few phone calls on this, and then I'm going to do my job. But I just know there's a lot of people out there who's had the day I've had with it, and you're tired.
I've said this.
Tired of it.
I'll be like Ohio and a lot of other states. I will do toll roads if it means that we actually have legitimate roads.
Oh, that was a bit I used to have with Terry, and I got yelled at by everybody. Oh, you can't. We don't own the roads. I don't care.
Driving, the roads in Florida, you say what you want about Apopka, but the roads in Florida, I feel like you're just driving on pillows. Wait a minute. Because you just expect the bump when you're driving. And it's just wait, are we moving? Yeah. It's just perfect asphalt. Here, yeah.
No, here it's garbage.
I mean, here it's almost a rite of passage for every fall to winter is you got to go and get a front end alignment because your car's out of whack.
But everything gets worked on. I'd almost be happier if nothing got worked on because then I'd have the explanation for why it's so god awful. But when it gets worked on and then doesn't get fixed and they're right back to working on it, it doesn't compute. I'm not in politics. I don't understand it. And look, we're going to get to it. Yeah, I know the Panthers won. We'll get to it. Yeah, there was a stupid trade on ESPN. We'll get to it.
And the Tigers beat the Pirates.
Again, that's like kicking a homeless man. Are you proud of yourself? You should. They should sweep this team with their eyes closed. The Pirates are horrific. I'm just, Rico, I'll get to the people next.
I'm with you.
I mean, I genuinely do like it here. I do. But this is something I can't figure out. What do we pay taxes for? What's the point?
The only thing I like about it is now at least when I see people out there working. And like I said, this isn't for the people who are out doing their job and they're out there in the heat and getting things done. This is not about that. I understand where your frustration is coming from. But nothing worse to me is just all the orange cones and there's nobody there. If you're working, great. You know what? Thank you. Thank you for your service. Let's get this thing done. But I feel you. Like, I shouldn't have to see this torn up again.
Because it's like, what are you using? Play-Doh? What's in the budget? I mean, like, where does all the money go?
Paper mache.
And like, I know what the reading says is that like Michigan doesn't spend enough money on its roads, right? Indiana spends 2-1 and Illinois might spend 3-1. Okay, but how long are we going to continue to do this? And now everything's under construction at the same time, getting nothing accomplished. Don't yeah me.
No. That's what got me. Oh, just please. When they added the extra lane to 96, and it was like, wait, did we really need to shut down everything and do all of this at once? Because it was not only that, it was the 75 and like everything was torn up at once.
What's worse, the ineffectiveness of our construction projects or the ISER plan 248? Because it's basically the same. We're gonna get to all of it. It's an airing of the grievances. It's a Festivus miracle.